This video is going to trigger a lot of emotions, but the truth must be said. How does somebody invite you into their country, gives you a home, gives you a job, to some extent gives you a woman to lay by, gives you the protection and everything you need to survive, and all you do is cause chaos in their country? Look at what some Africans and some people from Middle East in Europe and America are treating the people, the country, the cities in these countries. Like, I don't understand. You left your African country, you left your Middle Eastern country, flew all the way by plane, boat, however you got there, it doesn't matter, and I don't care. You got there for some reason, they gave you a stay, gave you documents, gave you a life in order for you to do something meaningful so that the next generation coming will have a safer place to stay. Look at how you are paying them back. PSG just won the UEFA Champions League last weekend, and look at what happened in Paris. Almost 75% of the people causing all the chaos, the damages in the city were not French people. And this is not only happening in Paris, it is happening all over Europe. I mean, when all these prime ministers, Donald Trump and the president, when they are cracking down on immigration, you never hear them talk about Japanese. You never hear them talk about the Chinese. You never hear them talk about people from Australia or New Zealand. It is always people from Africa and people from Middle East. Why are we like that? Are we animals? Like, come to think of it, are we that stupid? You left your home country in Africa. You left your home country in the Middle East, and you have been given a stay in a better place. Do you think you would find these places attractive if this was how they were making these places? When you wanted to seek asylum, why didn't you go to Nigeria? When you wanted to seek asylum, why didn't you go to South Africa? When you wanted to seek asylum, why didn't you go to Rwanda? When you wanted to seek asylum, why didn't you go to Kuwait, Jordan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Yemen? But then you went to the United States of America. You came into Europe to seek asylum. And then when they gave you the document, when they gave you the asylum, this is how you pay them back. When you wanted to study, when you wanted to work abroad, study abroad, why didn't you go to your neighboring African country or your neighboring Middle Eastern country? You came all the way to Europe, and this is how you managed to treat yourself. When I first traveled abroad outside of Africa, I always questioned myself why people judged me at the shopping malls, at the clubs, at the bars, at the schools. But now it makes sense. Considering what happened in France last weekend, I saw a video where a young black guy was holding a fire extinguisher and cracking shops, cracking people's stores on the street. And in the morning, you want to go to such a store and you want the shop owner to smile to you. When you go to the bank and they don't allow you to enter, you quickly will pull the racist card. Do you think they are stupid? If this was how they were running their country, would you find it attractive to be there in the first place? Now, let's read some facts. As of 2019, asylum seekers, refugees, and individuals without residencies, approximately 2% of Germany's population, accounted for 11% of grievous bodily harm cases, 15% of deadly violence cases, and 12% of rape and sexual assault cases. And these people are just 2% of the entire German population. 2% of the entire German population are causing deadly harm cases, causing violence cases, causing rape and sexual assault cases. And then when something happens and the police are really cracking down on you with violence and force, You have the nerve to come and complain. Why are you complaining? Who do you want the police to go and assault? Who do you want the police to go and arrest? Look at what you are doing in someone's country. Do you think that you are doing the right thing? If this is how the Germans were behaving and treating their countries, do you think you are going to find it attractive to apply for a visa or to come from the boat to these places in the first place? Nah, we need to act better. We need to do better. There are a lot of black men, there are a lot of brown men and women who are doing so good for themselves and the countries that they live in. But these people are making all the nuts bad. Why? I just don't understand. How stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? Last time in Austria, a guy stabbed 4 people on the street. A guy from Syria or wherever. All that matters is he's an immigrant. Stabbed 4 guys on the street. I am not saying that people in Europe or people in America are not also causing chaos. But as a bird, you can't say that the shark is swimming deep down the ocean, so you are also going to swim deep down the ocean. You do not belong there. If you are given the opportunity to stay, you need to act and be better. We need to be better. What kind of stupid behaviors is this? Like, why are we doing this? I am so ashamed, disappointed. My words cannot even explain how I feel. We just need to do better. At this moment, if you are a minority, if you're an immigrant, and somebody said they wouldn't allow you to eat in their restaurant, and you wouldn't be allowed to enter the bars or the clubs or the malls, do not complain because we caused it. We did. You can't compare now to 1,000 years ago with silly excuses that the white man invaded our countries and blah, blah, blah. We are in 2025. We are in 2025. Look at what happened in Paris over the last weekend. 2 people dead, over 160 people injured. All for what? All for what? I mean, go to Norway, go to Denmark, go to Sweden, go to Canada, go to the United States. It is all immigrants causing all kind of stupid things. It's really, really annoying. Me, if it is up to me, the leaders of these countries should really stand up and deport everybody who is not bringing any substantial benefit to the country. Have you ever in your life heard any of these prime ministers or these presidents complain about the Chinese, Japanese, South Koreans, Vietnamese, people from Taiwan? They are always complaining about immigrants from Africa and the Middle East. When Donald Trump is saying that he does not need illegal immigrants, he is directly speaking to Africans and people from Middle East because our character stinks. We smell in our character. Our character is stupid, and it is one person like me who is part of the minorities who needs to point it out. If this video was made by a white man, you guys will pull the racist card. Now it is not a white man. It is somebody who looks just like you. We need to do better. We can do better. What kind of stupid attitude is that? And tomorrow, when you want to go on the bus or when you want to go on the train or on the metro and people are scared of you, you go and put a racist card and say, oh, look at them, they are racist. What do you want them to do? Where people are coming on the metro and stabbing people? Like, are you mad? Come on. I really can't understand. This is a place you are trying to create a life for yourself. This is a place you are working. This is a place you are living in. This is a place your life is moving, and this is what you do. And you wonder why Africa is way back. You wonder why the Middle East is way back. And you wonder why these countries are so forward. It is because of their character. We don't even love ourselves. We can't even keep our own countries and our own homes safe. And now we are doing that in someone else's country as well. How can you leave Middle East and come to Europe and sexually assault girls there? How can you leave Africa and go to America and you are raping people? Are you crazy? Bye.